It's the player ratings moment, and you know what it's all about. It's all about us coming in through and obviously giving players the required ratings that they went ahead to showcase while the game of football was being played in Luton Town. That is the Kiwior Stadium. That's where everything really happened, and you all know that every player, every manager is as good as his last 90 minutes played and managed respectively. Rokani David is my name, and here we come to bring you the latest news and information as far as all this is concerned. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having a fantastic morning. We thank God for the gift of life. We've gone ahead to coming through and really bring you what you guys really need, and we're here to serve you because you are bosses, right? But we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims Barakallahu Fikum, and yesterday was really a goal galore. You know, it rained and poured at the stadium of Kiwior Stadium down in the United Kingdom as Arsenal won 4-3. Guys, I want to really come in here and really say this. I never expected Arsenal to score 4 goals. All I thought, this game was going to end 1-0, 2-1 or 2-0, but when it went 3-2 in favor of in favor of Luton Town, I had the feeling that Arsenal had to kill it off, and it was just a matter of time because Arsenal had 22 shots and 9 of those were on target. So it was just a matter of time, because you cannot park a bus, you know, when you're facing a team that has Trossard, right? A team that has Gabriel Jesus, Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, and Declan Rice, who really added on from the midfield. You know, that was really unacceptable, and Arsenal had to obviously kill it off. Though on any other day, you can fail to win it late or to leave it late. So let's go into the player ratings and really see who the man of the match was according to me. And I know we are going to differ. We are going to differ on this, but all in all, to me, I have my man of the match with me, and I'll really pronounce that man of the match at the end of the show. Now, let's start off with the goalkeeper, David Raya, making 2 terrible mistakes that really made Arsenal lose their lead. Arsenal first led with the 1-0, then they leveled, then Arsenal got a lead of 2-1, then it was bottled by the goalkeeper, that is David Raya, in a corner that really came in through, and he gifted it to Adebayo. Then afterwards, they took a lead through another mistake. Ross Barkley hitting it not at even at the near post, but on the wide side of the mouth goal, and he let it in. So Arsenal lost its lead twice, but it was resurrected back by Kai Havertz and Declan Rice. That is how much? 105 for Declan Rice plus 67 million pounds for Kai Havertz. That is close to 190 million pounds that went ahead to rescue Arsenal. Now you know what money does. So everyone who was really against Arsenal spending that huge amount of money, you now know what quality does. Quality does that. So David Raya had a very horrible game, and I think Mikel Arteta needs to look through his thoughts about this guy. He needs to look through this guy, because if he continues with this complacency, it's gonna cost Arsenal. It's gonna cost Arsenal, because for the defenders, we are defending very well, but the moment they require the goalkeeper to come in and obviously be on their side, he wasn't really on their side. And remember, they are playing Aston Villa on Saturday. You know what that means? You know, hey, it's really something hard in there for you. So guys, thank you for that, and I'm giving him a 3 out of 10. That is it, 3 out of 10. Amid this Arsenal getting a win, it was all about the mentality, you know, and the fluidity of the Arsenal players in the final third. But David Raya had already thrown Arsenal to the lion's den. That is it. But they are rescued by Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, Martin Odegaard, and Declan Rice. So he gets a 3 out of 10. I go to Benjamin White. Guys, if there is a game that Benjamin White really played well, it was the game of yesterday. I saw him sometimes really tracking back even onto the left back, you know, putting in a lot of energy, and I know the cause of all this. Do you know the cause of all this? The rest he has gotten. That is it. The rest Benjamin White has gotten was really important for this showcase, you know. And if you never knew, this man had not yet rested, you know. ever since the season started. But the illness he had, a little bit of a knock that kept him out for like 2 weeks. That game of Burnley they played towards the international break, he never played it, so he rested for 2 weeks. When he returned, as Arsenal played, which team did they play after the international break? Arsenal came in through and played. There is a team they played, and Benjamin White came in through and just played. Benjamin White came in through and just played a little bit of like 10-15 minutes. Then even the Champions League he played a little bit of minutes, and when Tomiyasu really got off the field of play in the game of Wolverhampton Wanderers, that's when he came in through and really played in. So it showed us the importance of players getting enough rest. And after he got enough rest, he really surged in the final third. He really put in an assist for Gabriel Jesus' second goal, and he was really great inverting into the midfield. He gets a 7.5 out of 10 for me. I go to Jakub Kiwior. Obviously, he closed down that side very well, and the manager gave him the number of minutes he deserves to play, because he was taken off at the 64th minute when the game was 3-3, and everyone understood why the manager had to do this, because he had to do this because he was really looking in for goals. And when you're looking in for goals, there is no way you cannot bring on Alexander Zinchenko, and he saw to it that his orchestration was so much crucial in the fourth goal that Arsenal scores. He really does a return pass to Martin Odegaard, and Martin Odegaard crossed that ball into the 6 yards box area, and Declan Rice wins the header into the back of the net. So that is Zinchenko for you. But let's talk about Kiwior. Kiwior was hard and press resistant, because these players were really tall. He had to bring in this guy, and he really fought his battles and won them. After winning his battles, he was taken off, but I give him a 7 out of 10 for me. Jakub Kiwior is really a player that Arsenal is going to benefit from because of his qualities. And I really understand he's 21 years of age, and Arteta is really showing him that you will come in slowly by slowly, but you'll obviously take over. There is a very huge gulf in class for now in between him and Gabriel Magalhaes, but you really understand that if at all you're having a player who can play as a left back, and can play as a left-sided centre-back, even a right-sided centre-back, although he's really right-footed, then the guy is good to go. We all know that he is really a quality defender, and he gets a 7 out of 10 for me. So we go to the central defense. Gabriel Magalhaes, I think he takes a 7 out of 10 for me. He really won all what he had to win. He did the energetic part of it. Facing Adebayo wasn't an easy thing, because this team of Luton Town fronts physicality more than anything else. You saw how Tengi Mengi forward Martinelli in just 5 minutes. He knocked his back, and they targeted Martinelli even before he scored them. I think in the first half, Gabriel Martinelli was the most forward Arsenal player on the field of play. So they fronted physicality more than anything else on the field of play, and this resulted into players being knocked, and lucky enough, no Arsenal player really got an injury. And that's why I came out and told you that in a game like this, don't bring Tomiyasu, because these players might sicken him more and more and more. So for Gabriel Magalhaes, he did what he had to do, and out of those 3 goals, there is no goal you blame the defenders, because the first header of a corner, I think David would have gone ahead to do better. It was not really far off, but it was like he had switched off in that entire game. That is David Raya. So I'm giving Gabriel Magalhaes a 7 out of 10. William Saliba, obviously for him, he rarely puts in a performance that is below 7.5, and 7.5 is always towards excellent. So he did what he had to do. William Saliba defended very well, and all those 3 goals, by the way, you cannot blame the defenders, because the defenders did what they had to do, but the goalkeeper really let them down. He let them down, and for Saliba, he's getting a 7.5 out of 10. We go to the midfield. Let's go to Declan Rice, Mr. Rice baby, who scores late to give Arsenal the lead, and all handed over Arsenal the 3 points. He really put up a very huge show, and when the team most needed him, he obviously showed up. Not only in scoring the winning goal, but closing down that central defense and really shielding it. He made lots of interceptions, he made lots of blocks, and he scored a very important goal. Very many people look at what he did at the end of the game, but let me show you exactly what his entire game per 90 was like. This is Declan Rice, and this has been brought to us by Statman Dave, a man who is really good at compiling stats of players. Now, Declan Rice had a 92 passing accuracy, all pass accuracy. Good. He made 90 touches on the field of play. Remember, Arsenal had close to 590, meaning that 90 out of the 590 were put together by Declan Rice. And he had 72 out of 78 passes completed, meaning that he put blind only 6 passes, 4 duels won, 2 out of 2 tackles won, 2 long balls completed, 1 key pass, and 1 goal. That is Declan Rice for you. And to me, he takes a 9 out of 10. He takes a 9 out of 10 as his rating from Rokani David onto the Rokani Media Football. That is Declan Rice for you. So we go to Martin Odegaard. That pass he puts in through, that pass he puts in through, and it came in as a cross that he bended into the 6 box area of Luton Town, and Rice meets it with his header to make it count. Guys, it was really exquisite. And I really saw him that he's really back. He's really back to the player that all Arsenal fans want him to be. And what shows that he's really back? Simple. Check out how he played yesterday's game at night. He has his control, his confidence is back, the way he really runs and really feels okay with the ball is really very good. And he gets an 8.5 out of 10. That is Martin Odegaard. All right, we go to Kai Havertz, a player that really played into the midfield with Declan Rice and Odegaard. He scored a goal. He had some good passes, and he really had lots of duels won. That's why Arteta brought him on, because of his physicality and his height, to really match the physicality and the height threats, of these players of Luton Town. And this was his game by numbers. This is Kai Havertz. 52 touches, 10 duels won. Have you heard that? 10 duels won. And 6 of those were aerial duels, and 4 were ground duels. It shows you how much he fought into that midfield. 4 key passes, that is for Kai Havertz, and 1 goal for Kai Havertz that leveled the game 3-3. So he really set a ground for Declan Rice to come in through, and obviously Sarge to say to it that his goal really made a lot for the club of Arsenal. That is Kai Havertz for you. And to me, he takes a 9 out of 10. That is it. He takes a 9 out of 10. Now, let's go to the other players that we went ahead to play into this game. Let's go to Gabriel Martinelli. He had a goal, and obviously he scored the most important goal. The first goal is really important, and he ran onto that pitch a lot. He was forward a lot, but he kept attacking and putting his threats into the face of the side called Luton Town. And that's the heart of a warrior. That is the heart of a fighter, and his mentality is really great. They try to threaten him and Bukayo Saka, because these two were really threatened. At the beginning of the game, you saw to it that they were targeting those wings. As I told you that when they came into the compactness in the midfield, the only option was Arsenal to use its width. And the manager of Luton Town was really very wise. He really knew that who provides them with the width, it's Martinelli and Saka. So threaten them by really knocking them at the beginning of the game, so that they don't operate in the middle of the park. So as they knocked them, these players were really brave, and they really put in a very good shift. So Martinelli scored a goal, and I think it's his second or third in the Premier League, and I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Gabriel Martinelli. Let me go to Bukayo Saka. As I told you, he was really threatened, but he never really backed off. He kept coming until he danced through the legs of the defenders of Luton Town and created the first goal in the 20th minute for Gabriel Martinelli. And he had lots of threats at goal. There was a penalty shout out that VAR never really gave out, but Bukayo Saka's presence was never unfelt. So he was like a thorn in the skin of the players of Luton Town, and he put in a very good shift. That is none other than Bukayo Saka. He takes an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. So we go to Gabriel Jesus, a goal scorer, and obviously he put up an assist on the night. What a way for him to play that beautiful game of football, and it was really important, and he really had a lot to do as a player. So for Gabriel Jesus, he was really great. He was really great, and he had an assist with him, and then he put up another goal. He put up a goal. That was a very good header, and he did justice to that chipped cross from Ben White at the back of, towards the back post. His game by numbers: 91% passing accuracy, 52 touches, 30 out of 33 passes completed, 5 key passes, 4 grand duels won, 1 big chance, 1 goal, 1 assist. Exceptional showcase from the Brazilian, and I really felt that he put up a show, and to me he takes a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 on the occasion. 9 out of 10, 9.5. Okay, I'm getting him a 9.5 out of 10. Then we go to Zinchenko, came in through for Jakub Kiwior in the 64th minute, and obviously his impact was failed, and Zinchenko takes away a 7 out of 10. Trossard obviously came in through, even had a shot that I think hit onto the bottom outside post, right? So he really had his impact felt in that game, and I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10. The manager, Mikel Arteta, 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10, and he's continuing to obviously show that Arsenal is really great, and his signings are really coming to where they deserve to be. Now, those who are really going hard at Kai Havertz, I used to tell you that you need to give this guy time, and you are now being proven wrong by this Germany international. And with time, when confidence grows, he'll become one of the best players that Arsenal have ever gonna to have in that midfield, because of the qualities he has onto the ball. Now, who is my man of the match? I go with Gabriel Jesus, an assist and a goal, but he did more on the pitch. He ran, you know he's a pressing monster, and Pep Guardiola describes him as the best forward presser he has ever gonna to see in the world, and his impact was felt onto that day. So tell me your thoughts about this beautiful game of football and how you rate these players. Tell me who your man of the match is or was, as we wait and see how everything is going to pan out as Arsenal prepare to take on the side of Aston Villa. Aston Villa on Saturday will be live and clear onto this channel. We sign out for now. See you later. We cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We want to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Continue to do justice to this channel. Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. Smashing the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Ciao, ciao.